same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big bang plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Miller now looking to throw on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down. Miller. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Miller throwing again. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Off play action. Miller. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, J&J. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yeah.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Miller to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Timmy Jernigan with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Miller now from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Miller. He's going to fire one deep over them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return this time will go after the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Sproles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Straight 15, straight 15.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end, it's Ertz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Miller. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Miller from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Play action. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is Ajayi. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he whips that one incomplete there. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. No. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A toss to the scat back. This is Darren Sproles finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Dancing to his left. Room here to run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Miller off play action. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Miller. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. A dump off to Sproles. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul able to disrupt yet another pass play, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here's Miller on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
81.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Got him in, complete. This is Richard Rodgers. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky.